We load up the Am Spyder and the Freedom trailer and head to the Outer Banks of North Carolina for a 6-day road trip. Today is the day we are heading out for a ride about a week long through the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I've been planning this pretty much all summer. I've been looking forward to it. It's our fall getaway, and been watching the weather, and the weather forecast for today has been consistently showing good. Some rain over the weekend, but today's Tuesday, so it should be cleared up and out of the area. And this morning I get up and start hearing what sounds like raindrops on the skylight in the back bedroom. So I checked the weather radar for our area, and it's showing absolutely nothing, no precipitation whatsoever. So I thought, well, it must be the rain from the previous days coming out of the trees and hitting the top of the skylight. Well, the weatherman lied. Even though the weather radar says it's not raining, moisture is definitely falling out of the sky. It's a steady rain. So, but the good side is it's still warm. It's about 70. So we're still gonna do it. Probably gonna. Fortunately, today is a short day. We're under 100 miles. Our goal today is to make it to the Kill Devil Hills area of North Carolina. If you're not familiar with the Outer Banks, there's a long strip of barrier islands that off the coast of North Carolina. It's a great travel destination for a lot of folks in the summertime. The off season, not too much. It's a laid-back area, unlike the resort strip of Virginia Beach, or if you go further south down to Myrtle Beach, which is full of tourist resort type stuff. It's a much more laid back, much more relaxed beach community, which I'll show you a lot of as we go down through this trip. So today, for the short ride down, we're going to get wet. And as I said, our destination today is the Kill Devil Hills area, which is just on the other side of Kitty Hawk. And if you're not familiar with Kitty Hawk, that's what a couple of fellows came down from Ohio named Orville and Wilbur, and they sort of invented the airplane. So I'm planning on shooting a lot of good video today, but with the weather, we're going to do what we can do, see what we can come up with. But the forecast is for the rest of the trip, sunny, highs in the mid 70s to low 80s. So we're going to hold you to that, weatherman. Well, we are outbound. Got a late start this morning on purpose. It's 11 o'clock, and our ride today is relatively short. Our destination is Ocracoke Island, which is a throwback in time. The last time I was there, it's almost like you had reappeared in the 1940s, 1950s, because it's a very quaint and historical town. Anyway, and we're going to overnight halfway, and that way we got plenty of time to shoot lots of video and stop and sightsee along the way. And today we were planning on doing a lot of video. I had some destinations in mind, but with the weather not being cooperative, my GoPro is cockeyed. Well, the weather didn't want to cooperate, and of course, it's us. It's always going to rain. So we're taking the back roads just to give a more scenic ride. We don't mind the weather. We've got some pretty good rain gear, plus the temperature's mild. Same as it was yesterday, 71 degrees on the thermometer. We were waiting for a person to show up. We have this piece of furniture we're trying to get rid of. You know, slowly getting rid of all the extra stuff we don't need in our house. And instead of just throwing it away, we wanted to repurpose it for people who need it. Had a young lady who expressed a desire to pick up a piece of furniture. And supposed to be here at 8:30 this morning, and no explanation. She didn't show up. Sent her a message, she'll be there later today. It's like, there is no later today. We're leaving. And I'm a bit reluctant to tell complete strangers what our address is and that we're going to be out of town for an extended period of time. Doesn't make any sense. I know next year's big trip, where we're going to be gone for maybe 2 months, we have thought through this a solution to that, and we will have a house guest who happens to be a police officer stay at our house. Basically house setting, free room and board for providing security. So this is also a good opportunity to kind of shake out our loading system for our trip next year. Trying to take less and less stuff, even though we're gone for a longer period of time. I like to do less. Ideally, we would pack everything in the Spyder and not actually need a trailer, but, well, we like a few creature comforts, maybe some extra change of clothes. So, the trailer is sort of mandatory. Oh, right over there is a private airfield. There is a gentleman who has been successful financially, so he buys and restores and flies vintage World War II military aircraft. And he's got a private grass field over there. It's called the Aviation Museum of Pungo. It's open to the public during the week. There's a website, you can check it out. They used to have a B-17, but due to the economic downturn of the COVID, they had to get rid of the B-17, but they still got a good collection. The last time I checked, they got a P-51 Mustang, they've got a F-4U Corsair. I think I get the designation for the Corsair, correct? But if you're ever in this area, the Aviation Museum of Virginia Beach is a must-see. It must be nice to have that much discretionary income that you could build your own airport and then buy and restore and fly World War II era airplanes. Because think about it, there's no place that you can go buy parts. You have to, you actually are going to be compelled to have the original blueprints and to manufacture your own parts.
Well, it's kind of rainy today, but we're not going to let it put a damper on our plans, ha ha ha. There's always an upside to rain. Sometimes it means less traffic, cooler temperatures, don't have to worry about sunscreen. And the good news is we don't have anywhere we absolutely have to be at a certain time today. We check in our Airbnbs at 3, but we'll be in the Outer Banks long before 3. So I love taking the drive through Pungo. It's a beautiful farming community. Whew. Saw some pick your own pumpkin patches and corn mazes and things like that. It's all indications of fall. You know, one thing I love about being retired is that I can enjoy the seasons. You know, I was thinking last month, I'm not sure when I ever had an opportunity to enjoy the month of September and the end of summer. I guess there are a lot of things that I just didn't notice. It's terrible. So I am bound and determined to reverse that trend, just really savor everything the seasons give us. You know, we live in a beautiful place, and sometimes we take that for granted. So it's nice to be out in the air, embarking on a new adventure. So we're happy to take you along. Well, the sun had been trying to come out, and then suddenly it disappeared again. So we are crossing the Currituck Sound. Kitty Hawk's on the other side. Woo! Gray, gray, gray. Lots of wind. Still pretty though.
We're turned off the main road, heading to our Airbnb. It should be right up here. We have a guest cottage and a private residence. And it's just for an overnighter. Tomorrow we continue heading south. All right. First, the obligatory tour of our Airbnb. The bedroom. Very cozy, nice, comfortable bed. And the loo. Shower. And the living space. And little kitchen area. Already made some coffee. And Miriam's outside already relaxing. I asked her why we didn't get a place with a view. And she just said, well, you know, we don't have that kind of money. So
Heaven.
yeah, it's nice. Short day, it's only about 4 o'clock. And we haven't decided what we're going to do for dinner or anything yet, but it's early. Tried to eat light today. I had a salad and a bowl of soup for lunch. Trying to learn my lesson, not stuff myself when we're on the road. So we're having dinner tonight on our Airbnb, and tonight we're having beef stroganoff that Miriam has made from scratch.
From scratch, oh
From
yes.
scratch. And
hours slaving over the stove.
how did you make it? You open the bag, add boiling water,
stir,
and stir, and wait 10 minutes. And Mountain House is my preferred brand. A lot of taste tests on YouTube. I've been taste testing this stuff since I was like in my teens, and Mountain House is pretty good. And even the finicky eater over there.
Yes, it didn't have quite as many vegetables as I would have liked. But
Yeah, vegetables.
did you show our view? That's the best part about this meal.
Yeah, I did. This is our view where we have dinner.
Not bad.
Not bad. We're going to continue our gourmet dinner of beef stroganoff and call it a night.
Yeah.
It's been a good day. It stopped raining. We saw some sun came out earlier, so it was nice.
Yeah, saw some heron.
Saw some herons. So getting dark. Go inside, do some reading, and get ready to hit the bed and get up tomorrow and spider down to Ocracoke. So, catch you guys later.